Erickson Lubin breaks his silence after loss to Sebastian Fundora. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Erickson the Hammer Lubin bounced back before. I'm going to do it again. Ain't no quitting me. Lord knows he made me special, and Lord knows my heart aggressive about being real with myself and paying my people back in blessings. Hashtag hammer time. Hashtag long live Santana. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, Erickson Lubin, big respects to him. His face was rearranged. He was injured. He had a broken septum, a broken nose, separated shoulder. This man fought his butt off. He definitely came up short with, in terms of, if you're just looking cut and dry and saying wins and losses, but he gained something, and I think that's the beauty of this sport that we're in called boxing. What he gained was respect. Now, I know some people seen the title and they probably thought this was going to be something different, but it's not. It's not what you think. And I'm going to give Erickson Lubin his flowers. I'm real big on that. Where I come from, shout out to the Bay Area. I got the whole state of California on my back, and I'm real big on giving people their flowers while they're still around to smell them. And what Erickson Lubin showed and did, it was uncanny. And for that reason, I respect it. And I'm a true boxing fan, for starters. So I seen this particular fight, per usual. It brought out some nasty energy, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I got to hit on it because I'm the voice of the boxing community. So at the end of the day, I got to speak on these issues. And it brought out some of the racists, like we know. Anytime there's a fighter of black heritage or a black fighter fighting against a non-black, a lot of times a Latino fighter or anybody non-black, you see some crazy divide and, people taunting, like when Broner lost to Maidana, or, whatever fight you want to, when Ward had a tough fight, Andre Ward versus Sergio Kovalev. And I'm sure it would have been no different when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran, only if there was social media back then. But for me, I study this sport. I'm such a fan of the game. And I think Erickson Lubin has showed an immense heart. And at the end of the day, he's in a position, he was kind of in a screwed up position. This man got knocked out by Charlo in one round, which you guys already know, and bounced his whole career back. And I think he had like 6 wins in a row. He had bodies. He had and they were good names that he was fighting, like Jason Rosario, who beat J-Rock. He was fighting, and he was fighting his butt off. He fought Ishe Smith, stopped him, things like that. And he didn't, the way it played out, the WBC, they never really gave him a shot at the Charlo throne again. And now it's lost, it's lost, at least for the time being. So it just takes a strong individual to show your face and lose and still be around, especially in this social media age. And there's a lot of people that try to kick you while you're down, especially black fighters. I see it probably the most, where when you're down, people, they want to keep you down. And I like Erickson Lubin's heart. He made a fan out of me, especially in this fight, because he showed something different. And we got to get off of in the social media age, it's insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting new results. And for that reason, the internet is insanity, because no matter what, every time you see a fight, someone lose, and you see memes and stuff like that. But at the same time, you wouldn't do that to a soldier. These fighters are soldiers, right? And I'm not trying to get too preachy. I'm just freestyling like I always do. So if you dig that, buckle up. You wouldn't do that, especially in America. If somebody was sent to Benghazi or Iraq or whatever, Kuwait, you wouldn't try to go out of your way to like be a SHITTY person and ish on a soldier that's protecting their country. These guys and girls are fighting for a living, for our enjoyment, our entertainment, and breaking bones and orbitals and legs and, you know, these various things for sport and for competition and to challenge themselves and, you know, really to provide for their families and stuff like that. And I feel like a performance, like I especially this type of performance, and I'm not trying to act like I'm a saint. There's been fights where, you know, memes come out. I made memes, I posted memes, stuff like that. But I feel like this fight was special. And on those special fights where both guys fight like crazy warriors, you usually don't see no memes come from me, things like that, because what is displayed. We're seeing people, and that's what I said, the internet is a definition of insanity. You got people who, they get a sore throat, call out sick to work because they can't make it because they got a scratchy throat. And then they got the audacity to make fun of fighters like Erickson Lubin, who got his face broke up. Like, ha ha, you lost. You know what I mean? And I think oftentimes the people like that is just a reflection. You knew you couldn't survive a day in these fighters' shoes doing what you do and knowing your heart. So it's easy to just, you know, go to Taco Bell, eat crazy and eat whatever and say, you lost, you got your butt kicked, you know, things like that. But it is what it is. Erickson Lubin breaks his silence. That's what he had to say. I really enjoyed the performance from both guys. Sebastian Fundora, he did his things. His defense is leaky. He needs to work on that, especially as he tries to move up the totem pole. He's calling out Jermell Charlo, and he's the mandatory for him. I made a video about that. You guys got to check it. If you want to tap in with me and be fully informed with the sport of boxing, now is your opportunity. In the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics, and my analytics showed me something. It said in the last 30 days, 50% of the people in the month of March that watch my content on this free platform, YouTube, subscribed. 50% of y'all. I'm not the smartest brother in the world. That means 50% in the month of March consumed my content for free and didn't subscribe for whatever reason. So you can fix that now. Some people think they're subscribed to my channel and they're not. YouTube has unsubscribed them. You guys don't realize how much that helps full-time content creators like myself to produce the biggest and baddest productions around. So if you could subscribe to the channel, I got you. This is your one-stop shop for all your boxing needs. 24/7, daily content, live streams. We have some fun over here. All access. Your access is now granted. Erickson Lubin, hold your head high. Very fun fight. He says he'll be back. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to see. Now, with that being said, I even did a poll asking you, the viewer, can Erickson Lubin bounce back? And some people were saying it's going to take a long time for him to bounce back, like over a year. You know, that's what the latest poll results were showing. So just like David Goggins, the stuff that challenges you and pushes you the most, the hardest things, that's where the lessons can be learned and the victory can be found. So I don't think it'll be easy. I'm a realist. So even though I'm giving props to Erickson Lubin for being valiant, it's going to be a long road back, because beyond the physical punishment you took in front of millions, you were knocked out twice. And this time it was demoralizing because your face broke up and you were swole up. People say, oh, you look like Martin Payne and versus Tommy Hearns and stuff like that. So it just takes a mentally put together person to endure that, especially in the social media age. So best of luck to him. We'll see how it all plays out. Psychologically, that's the biggest thing he has to work on. So whatever that entails, drop your thoughts in the comment section. For more boxing news, subscribe to my channel, because I'm the best in boxing history. And I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.